The growing population in London has increased the strain on the city's infrastructure. Road congestion and overcrowded public transport have led to an increase in the number of people using bicycles to commute to work. The most recent statistics from Transport for London indicates that cyclists now comprise about a quarter of all rush hour road users, and the number of daily bike journeys has more than doubled in the last 20 years. To encourage the cycling culture, in 2010, the government launched a bicycle hire scheme in London. Since then, the project has expanded from 5,000 to over 10,000 bikes, located at 720 docking stations across the city, and has proved popular amongst residents and tourists.
I'm from the US and we don't really have these here, so I think this is something really great. I love it.
So I've been using it for 1 year now. I think it's a very good way of commuting.
Also in 2010, the Cycle Superhighway scheme was launched, a set of pavements running from outer London into and across the city centre. The initial plan consisted of 12 routes, but only 4 are in operation. 2 were cancelled, and another 6 are scheduled to be finished by the first quarter of 2016. Cycling charities and campaigners support the project, but they are not happy with the completed superhighways.
Yeah, blue paint over a junction does not make a junction safe, does not make a road safe. Until you end up with genuinely safe designs and actual separation between large volumes of heavy traffic and cycles, you're not going to see a full network.
Every year, more than 10 cyclists die and hundreds are seriously injured in London.
I would love it if London had more, structure to help cyclists, but it just doesn't. It's really scary.
Down near Brixton and stuff, they've got quite good segregated lanes, so try and improve that everywhere.
In an interview to The Guardian, the cycling commissioner for London, Andrew Gilligan, argues that the annual death rates are declining, but agrees that some cycle superhighways are not good enough. To show the main problems faced by cyclists, I decided to do it myself. I have my smartphone attached to the bike and a microphone to record this experience. Let's see how it goes. Well, I found the superhighway, but I will need to divide the road with cars and buses. In this beginning, we don't have the blue path. So now we have the beginning of the blue line. It's not really different, it's very narrow. I just found a car parked on the line. We need to get the road. So many buses in this road, a bit scary. Another car parked on the line, people don't respect. And now the cycle superhighway went to the other side. I will need to cross the road. Let's continue. So, as a beginner in cycling, I did quite well, but I felt a bit insecure in many parts of the ride. However, I think the superhighways are a good start for a more developed cycling network. Finally, in March, 2 new routes completely separated from motor traffic started to be built after a consultation which found 84% of the 21,000 people in favor. The most ambitious is an east-west 18-mile route built as the longest fully segregated cycle path in Europe. According to Transport for London, both routes will be open in 1 year's time, and not only conventional cyclists are looking forward to that, but also disabled people who use bikes for everyday transport. According to the charity Wheels for Wellbeing, 6% of the disabled population in London cycle to work. The charity's director guarantees that this number would be bigger if the lanes were separated from the motor traffic.
Only if the segregated lanes are wide enough, because otherwise they could be creating more barriers than there are in our ways at the moment. There is a massive potential for a lot more people to cycle. It's such an advantage to the health of the nation. We need to get that message across. They can cycle regardless of their disabilities or age or impairment.